Morning all. So this morning I've put up this netting here. So this pen is currently non-electric. I've put this net up so she's got a little bit of grass to graze. And what I'm trying to do is coax all the little piglets to come out of the pen. So if I can get them all confident to come out of the gate and encourage them to do that, then I can move these piglets and the mother in the next few days from this pen, which is a birthing pen, to an area that's much bigger. And then Rosie, who's here, I'll show you Rosie. Rosie pig. See if we can coax her over. Hey Rosie. Rosie. There she is. Hey Rosie. Hello. She's having a scratch on the post. Oh, you lovely girl. Yes. Hello Rosie. Oh, she's off. Anyway, you can see her belly. She's due to have piglets. Could be quite soon. So I'm hoping that I can move these piglets in this pen out of here before she has her babies, and then I can move her into there. So at the moment, I don't know if you can see the piglets. They're not very interested in coming out of the pen at all, but hopefully soon they'll follow mum. They'll all be out on the grass, and then put them back in, and then hopefully we can just move the whole litter of pigs to a new location with a bucket of feed. So that is the plan. Okay, today I'm making pumpkin soup with these Crown Prince pumpkins, which are absolutely one of the best. I mean, look how much pumpkin flesh you get from these. They are really nice. So I've cut them all into chunks so far, and now I'm basically going to peel off the outer skin, which is very tough skins on these, which is great because they're a good store cupboard pumpkin that will last a long time. So you can store these over the winter, and they should last, as long as they're kept properly, quite a way into the season. Oops. And these what the leftovers from this pumpkin, I mean, I have a choice really. I can give them to the birds. Birds love pumpkin. So yeah, I'm just going to keep chopping this, and we'll move on to the next stage. I've already started. I've chopped onions, I've chopped garlic, I've got more garlic here to chop. I'm adding turmeric, I'm adding coriander, I'm adding a scotch bonnet chillie that I grew. I've added nutmeg and cinnamon already. Last piece now. lid and let it just cook really slowly for, I'm going to turn that right down now, and that'll just cook really slowly. So this is, thought I'd show you another look of my garden. This was the area that was very weedy, where I'd had the summer squash. So now I've moved some of my strawberries here and here. We've got wood chip all the way around, partially around most of the edge of the bed. I've started pulling out the edges here. Haven't finished wood chipping though along this edge. Where the card is where I've still got to dig out the area. So there's still weeds under there, but putting the card down weakens the weeds. Again, this one's all dug, so that's great. And this pathway in the middle is partially covered with wood chip. This bit still needs digging out, so I've put card down here just roughly to hopefully again suffocate the growth underneath, which will make it easier to dig out. I've moved some of my cabbages, so these are all now planted here where the squash were, and they're growing well. Move on to another area. Yeah, this was the big squash bed that was for the Crown Prince squash. So here I've dug out most of this bed. There's still this end to do, that you can see where the watering can is. That end's all dug out. This bed has now been finished with a layer of mulched rotted hay as the base layer. Obviously it was already covered in cardboard originally, so the grass has been killed off. Now it's been fully mulched all the way along with rotted straw, and then I mucked out my chicken coop, which I only do every few months, because it's not good to muck it out too often, because you get a lot of dust, particularly in the summertime, and the dust carries the bacteria and the spores. So it's better to wait till it's a bit cooler and damper. And that was all very well rotted. So that has gone straight onto this bed, which is now covered, and it will now be resting for quite a few months. I'll be putting a new layer of 3-year rotted compost on the top, which is good soil, and there'll be a lot of worm activity under that tarp now, so that's going to stay there now like that till next summer. Over here, we've got some black plastic that has blown away, wasn't fixed down properly. This is an issue with this. You're supposed to actually have like special pins that pin the plastic down. I haven't got any of those at the moment. I need to go to a specialist shop and buy them. I could have ordered them online, but they charge £15 for delivery, and just for a bag of pins, it just seemed ridiculous to pay £15, so it's cheaper to drive to the shop, even though it's like 10 miles away. So yeah, not a lot of change really with the lettuce patch. I've weeded out and edged it with wood chip, so it looks tidier generally. I mean, there's a lot more weeding being done. So I've weeded all the edges and mulched. I mean, there's still more to get out. You can see there's still grass growing through here in the pathways, and I've got a lot of the big dock leaves out, but there's still more growing. That horrible weedy area of dock leaves is now completely covered. It may look a mess, but it's more important to have it covered. I mean, there's still areas that I still need to get a bit more cardboard down, here and here. is the bed from the other end. We haven't had a frost yet, so I need to get some micro fleece out and cover these beds now. They'd appreciate it, because otherwise, as soon as it frosts, we're going to lose all these lettuce. Some of these winter greens have come on nicely, look, and the mustards. Lamb's lettuce, green mustard, Japanese mustard. This mustard seeds itself every year, so there's 2 of these. They just pop up every winter. We've got 1 kale here. So there we go. That's it. Quick tour of the garden. It's looking quite good.